welcome to Weekly Brand Tips, brought to you by Elements Brand Management. Weekly videos designed to help you to unlock your brand's potential so you can stand out from the competition and create impact. So what is a brand and how does it impact business growth? Well, let's first start with what a brand isn't. A brand isn't a logo, it's not a collection of colours and fonts, and it's not a reputation. These things make up a brand, but they aren't a brand. If you watch this video until the end, I'll give you some tips to help you understand how to define your brand, and also a checklist that you can download to help you through the process. There's a great quote by Martin Neumeyer that says, "A brand is a person's gut feeling about a product, service, or organisation." So let's unpack that a little bit and try to expand on it. So how is that gut feeling created? So if you think about every time you interact with a brand, imagine that in your head you have a folder like on your computer desktop. And inside that folder is stored every interaction you've had with that brand. So let's look at Nike, for example. In that folder, you might have images from adverts you've seen. You might have some pictures in your head of shoes that you've worn, Nike shoes or Nike apparel. You might have a picture of, say, Serena Williams winning a Grand Slam. You might have some colours, the black and the white, generally with Nike, kind of in this folder. And what that does is it elicits emotions and feelings with regards to that brand. So you might feel a sense of empowerment, you might feel a sense of winning or desire to just do it, get out and get on the road and do some running or hit the gym, all these things. And they're built inside that folder through multiple touch points. And it's not just advertising and marketing that you get this folder built up from. It might be you've gone into a Nike store and had a really great conversation with a sales rep from Nike, or you've had an email exchange with the customer service at Nike and you've had this back and forth. And what it's done is it's gone to build up this gut feeling, this emotional response to that brand and how you associate with them. You might get it as well with shared values. So like recently when they did the Colin Kaepernick campaign, when he refused to take to stand during the national anthem and he stayed on his knees, that was his way of protest against what was going on, and Nike sort of backed him with that. And because of that, if you had shared values with what Kaepernick was trying to stand for, your relationship to Nike, your bond with them, strengthened through shared values. So this folder that's built up in your mind, if you branded correctly and you've done it well enough and you've differentiated enough, it will be stamped with your logo. So the logo is purely a symbol to shortcut through to that folder and eliciting those emotional feelings. In the same way that a stop sign gets you to stop, the Nike tick is a shortcut in your mind, a symbol that unlocks your emotional response to that brand. So in the quote, a brand is a person's gut feeling about a product, service or organisation. What Marty Neumeyer is saying is we all build up brands in our own mind, and it's our relationship to them emotionally that is what a brand really is. So you normally see two kind of variations on this. Either a brand has built up so many different associations with who they are and what they're supposed to be, a really confused approach to their brand marketing and brand promotion, that the folder in someone's mind has become so confused, the only emotion that is elicited when they think about that brand is confusion, which is definitely not ideal. There's another sort of train of thought where some brands don't elicit any emotional response. So they don't put anything into their marketing or their branding that in any way connects with the audience. So their folder is just bland. There's nothing to it. There's no connection. This also is obviously not a great idea. So what you find is that these two types of brands are the ones that fail to differentiate themselves from the competition, because the audience is working so hard to try and work out the meaning behind them. So what are some things that you can do to help build out that folder in your audience's mind? So firstly, what connections and what feelings are you trying to make your audience feel when they interact with your brand? What would you like them to associate with your brand? Confidence, strength, reliability, fun, friendliness, whatever it is, just make a list, sort of brainstorm, and put it to one side for a second to look back on in point 2. So secondly, review all of your touch points. That's marketing collateral, your website, potentially sales materials, signage, product, packaging. Do all of these things fit in with what you are trying to associate with your brand? So in step 1, the list that you created, do they line up? Do they make sense? Is that what's coming across in what you're doing? Thirdly, is it all consistent? So everything that you're doing, are you consistently getting across those ideas, those feelings, those emotions, those associations that you want your audience to connect to your brand? Is that what you are portraying through what you're doing? So to sum up, a brand isn't a logo. It's not some fonts you've chosen, a colour palette, a series of marketing messages, or reputation. It is all of these things packaged up in your audience's mind that then produces a connection, a feeling, an emotion, a relationship with your audience. If you'd enjoyed today's video and you'd like to see more, you can subscribe in the link below. Videos come out weekly and they're designed to help you to unlock your brand's potential so you can stand out from the competition and create impact. Have a great week, catch up soon, and keep those brands unified.